Good afternoon. Thanks for joining me today. The pandemic toll on our community will be felt for years to come. It has touched everyone's life in some way. It's taken lives, taken livelihoods, and taken away any sense of what used to be. In St. Louis County, we acted early to put in place protocols to protect every resident. We had the first case of COVID-19 in the state, and we have had the most deaths of any county in Missouri. We've lost 1,686 of our residents to this deadly pandemic. Without the swift actions we took, that number would be much higher today. We put in place one of the first stay-at-home orders in the country. We saw what was happening on other coasts, and we prepared for the inevitable arrival of the virus here. We put a mask mandate in place after the federal government refused to act, and the governor said it's up to local jurisdictions to decide what is best for their communities. The protocols have worked. They have provided challenges, hardships, and inconveniences, but they have worked. I've been asked, with the vaccine now available, when will the county begin relaxing protocols? 2 months into the nationwide vaccination efforts, just over 5% of Missouri residents have received the vaccine. We must have more shots in arms before we can think about making substantive changes to our health protocols. However, we are ready to make one change. After consulting with our restaurant advisory group, which helped us shape the guidelines allowing restaurants to reopen at 25% earlier this month, we are extending curfew at restaurants, bars, and banquet centers to 11 p.m. from 10 p.m. We believe the proper measures are in place at these businesses to allow them to stay open a bit longer. Our restaurant owners say this will significantly increase their reservation capacity and make it easier for them to recover from this pandemic. The curfew change goes into effect tomorrow at 6 a.m. We appreciate continued input from our advisory groups and helping us look at ways to gradually reopen our community while protecting employees and customers. As for the vaccine, we stand ready to do our part, getting as much shots into his arms as soon as possible. But the vaccine supply must be greater, and we continue to nudge, prod, and beg our federal and state governments to get the vaccine into our community more quickly. Through our Department of Public Health, 4,744 people have received the first dose of the vaccine, and more than 750 of those are first responders. St. Louis County reached an agreement last week with SSM Health to vaccinate as many as 4,000 first responders, most of them police officers. These vaccinations will begin tomorrow at St. Louis University Hospital. We have set up a mass vaccination site at the Florissant Valley campus of the St. Louis Community College in Ferguson and anticipate opening it by midweek. With a robust supply of vaccine from the state, we estimate we can give 500 to 1,000 shots a day at the Ferguson location. I want to stress that an appointment is necessary to get a shot at the Ferguson Vaccination Center. And if you have not yet pre-registered with our Department of Public Health, please do so. Those who have pre-registered with the Department of Health will be notified when they have an appointment based on eligibility tiers set up by the state. To pre-register, please send an email to dphcovidvaccine@stlouisco.com. If you do not have internet access, please call 314-615-2660. In addition to the Flo Valley Center, we anticipate announcing within the next few days an exciting partnership that will allow access points to the vaccine across the county once more doses are available. Across the U.S., about 1.3 million shots are given each day. The rate of vaccination is ramping up, but we still have a long way to go. It's great to see the pride and happiness that comes from getting a vaccine. Our social media feeds are filled up with happy faces as shots are administered. It's a great moment to share and a great way to message others that they should get signed up. The rapid turnaround of creating a vaccine for a deadly virus shows the power of science and collaboration. And I'm confident with the new administration in Washington, we're going to see significant increases in vaccine availability. And together, we will eradicate this pandemic. Thank you, and I'd be glad to take any questions.
Dr. Page, we didn't have any.
Okay, thank you, everyone.